Now let's get into ask before answer prompting. So what this framework does is it's a technique to guide ChatGPT to ask for clarification before giving an answer. And what this does is it helps to ensure that the model's answers are as accurate and specific as possible. So if we get into the formula, this is another two-part prompt. What we want to start with is, you are an expert in the field of blank. I'm going to ask you some specific tasks to complete, but before you answer, I want you to do the following. If you have any questions about my task or uncertainty about delivering the best answer possible, always ask bullet point questions for clarification before generating your answer. Is that understood? Part 2 is, okay, great. My question is, put in your question, your task is, and then please ask any questions that you have so that I can improve my prompt before you complete your task. So let's start with putting our first prompt into ChatGPT, and then we'll use one of these examples down here. So we have, you are an expert in the field of, and for this specific example, I'm gonna say consulting. I'm gonna ask you some specific tasks to complete before you answer, and I want you to do the following. Always remember to ask questions and asking if that is understood. So ChatGPT should read our prompt and say, okay, understood. I'll ask bullet point questions for clarification if necessary before providing an answer to your task. Now let's get our response. Great. My question is, how can I drive more sales for my consulting business? Your task is to create a step-by-step guide for me to implement into my business. Please ask any questions you have so that I can improve my prompt before you complete your task. And there we have it. Before providing you with a step-by-step guide, which is our task, it asks the proper questions. I have a few questions for you to better understand your consulting business and your target audience. What type of consulting business do you offer? Who's your target audience? What is your current marketing strategy? How do you currently generate leads? And what is your budget for marketing and sales efforts? All of these, we can use ChatGPT to help find our answers, or if we have our answers, we can literally plug them in just like this. So we can say it's a technology consulting. Go to the next question. Target audience, current strategy, and how we currently generate leads. It's going to read these step by step, plug it in essentially to your original prompt, and then give you a much more specified and concise answer to your specific use case. And this is really what separates normal quick one-off questions with actual real prompt engineering, because we're getting such more in-depth answers. And real quick, just to give a second example for this framework, let's go up to the top, let's hit edit, and let's say you are an expert in the field of ChatGPT. I'm gonna hit save and submit, and that just restarted our conversation, and ChatGPT understands our prompt, so we're gonna put in what we want. Great, my question is, how can I use ChatGPT to maximize my productivity? Your task is to make me a weekly schedule that I can follow, but please first ask any questions you have so I can improve my prompt before you complete your task. And just like that, we get another set of questions that's gonna help us create a much better output by creating a much more specific input.